Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. Then there's Doncic. And it's James in at the small forward position.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible, and they are the best players in the world.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Here's Brown. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a three-point game, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And here is Doncic. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
And that one misses.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
And the second free throw, good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Curry. Doncic. Jokic outside. James sets the screen for Doncic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Doncic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. It's tipped. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Now the West with the ball. Trailing by 2. Curry looking around. Here's Doncic. And it's all evened up. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Here's the screen. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's Brown outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Jokic finds Curry. LeBron outside. Pass to Doncic. Jokic with his screen on Young. Doncic, no good. And here's the East. Here's Barber. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
So Curry will bring it up for the West All-Star. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire five guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Barber. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Barber's got 7 points in the game.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Doncic with a screen on Mitchell. Curry passes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Barber pulls it in.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
West All-Stars with the rebound. Now, here's Doncic. Inside. Here's LeBron. That one a little long. Pass to Barber. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
Well, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Outside Curry. Here's the three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Barber. Nice D from Doncic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wembanyama outside. Back to Curry. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Edwards, he's checked in for James.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by the East.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now here's Curry. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And it's Barber missing. The West trails by 7. The 3 for Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Curry against Young. Drills it from outside. And the East leads by 7.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Doncic finds Curry. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Brown with it. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Barber. And another 3 from the East.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Curry, trailing by 10. And Wembanyama outside. Now Curry. He has 5. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Young pass to Barber. West All-Stars with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. Fires from deep. It's all in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Air mail special. Wemby on the catch and flush.
Pass to Barber. Fades back. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. That's now 22 points for the professor.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Curry wide open, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 8 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Pass to Embiid, takes the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those 3s early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now, here's Doncic. Unloads from 9. Misses off the left iron. The East leading by 10. Young in the corner. They set the pick. Shoots over Curry. Here's Barber. And another 3 from the East.
Boy, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 11 points in the game.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Young Young outside. With the teardrop uncovered, the East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Yeah, that kind of deep, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. East All-Stars lead by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Barber is out there with Wagner. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Leonard, no luck.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And it's Barber missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
First free throw is good.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
James checked in for the West. The East leading by 9. Down low. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And that one is good.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails the baby hook. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Brunson surveying the D. From deep, Antetokounmpo. The West trails by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Leonard. Now here's LeBron. Can't hit from in close. For 3, Mitchell. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Barber. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. The West again cannot hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brunson the pass to Barber. Back to Brunson. Leonard against Wagner. Pass to Barber. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
And the East has possession. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Barber. Barber's got 30 points.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
The East leading by 11. Here's Barber. West All-Stars with the rebound. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeBron slashes inside, and he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Ball kicks to Brunson. Pass to Barber. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Barber missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. And here are the East All-Stars now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Antetokounmpo, a screen on James. Barber finishing with force. Whoa!
Shook that building all the way up.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by the East. Here's Barber. He's got 32, and Wagner has it in the corner. He lobs it up.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. We've seen the professor really having a great game.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
For the West, Luka Doncic comes in for Edwards, and Curry subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. So it's the West now. It's a 13-point game. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. Here's Barber. That three off the mark. The West trails by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 8 points for him. Right side Curry. Jokic with a screen on Brunson. Curry. What else is new?
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Brunson outside. Pass to Barber. Shot clock at 6. His first shot coming late. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Curry. Jokic sets the screen for Curry. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barber passes to Brunson. Pass to Wagner. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one hits back iron. The West trails by 10. James crowbars it in.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Barber. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. 36 points for the professor.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's LeBron. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here's Barber. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight, and the professor picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown comes in for Wagner. And Trae Young subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's James. Curry outside. Barber pulls it in. Barber's got his 5th rebound in this one. Poked away. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Doncic. Fast break. Doncic.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking... much better shots here in the second quarter.
Pass to Barber. Embiid with a screen on James. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The West trails by 6. Doncic passes to Sabonis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint down.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Barber from past the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Barber Barber's got 39.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Curry. He's got 14. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. James, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Old boy comes in for the professor. And Donovan Mitchell's. And we've reached halftime in this one. East All-Stars ahead, up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draws, please. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got LeBron James. Wembanyama's out there with Jokic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. Young pass to Embiid. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. The West trails by 5. Pass to Jokic. And here is Doncic. Shoots it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young passes to Barber. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Cans the shot from the wing. Young's got 8 points.
And this is what Young does best. A dynamite offensive player who fills it up in so many ways.
Doncic outside. Curry on the wing. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Barber, defended by Wembanyama. Over to the left wing. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
Count it. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Curry passes to Jokic. Mitchell against Curry. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. A shot by LeBron, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The East leading by 7. Here's Barber. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Outside Curry. The 3 kept alive. Here's Wembanyama. East grabs the miss. Barber's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over Wembanyama. And it's Barber missing. The West trails by 9. Curry kicks to Doncic. Curry setting the pick for Doncic. There's the triple. And Doncic with the triple.
Cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Young passes to Embiid. Here's Barber. It's Young on the wing. Right wing from outside the arc. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Barber. Barber's got 49 points in the game. Now Curry. He's got 17. Rejected by Barber. Doncic dishes to LeBron. He can't hit that time. The East leading by 9. This one for 3. And another 3 from the East.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
Here's Doncic. 14 points for him. Over Young. And it's good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 16 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Doncic against Young. Pass to Barber. Latrey. West All-Stars with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here is Doncic. He's got 16. Curry is inside. Covered by Mitchell.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
The West trails by 10. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Barber. Defended by Wembanyama. That one goes in. 54 points for the professor. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Jokic has such an efficient, soft stroke, especially from this in-between area.
Here's Barber, defended by Wembanyama. Fires, high post. The West grabs the miss. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 5. A shot by LeBron, no good. Pass to Barber, or the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Outside Curry. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Shots good by Mitchell.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Doncic against Young. Outside Curry. There's the 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Barber missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. Down by 15. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Curry. 16 points for Victor Wembanyama. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Joel Embiid. Franz Wagner comes in for Brown. And it's Damian Lillard in for Donovan Mitchell. And West also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. The East leading by 13. To the wing on the left. Here's Barber. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. That's to Curry. Doncic outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Got us a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Barber. Yep, that one goes in there. Barber's got 59 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Curry against Lillard. Pass to Doncic. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Barber passes to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the East. Antetokounmpo, no good. The West trails by 12 to the paint. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Barber. Three-pointer. And that's Jokic with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. And the professor picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the East. Substitution here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The professor comes in for Mobley. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Mitchell in for Lillard. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Jokic. James comes in for Kevin Durant. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Doncic.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Joel Embiid out there with Barber. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And that one's good. Barber.
And you know what? He's He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Barber passes to Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Wembanyama outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And that's now 19 points for Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Barber. Launches a three. And another three from the east.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Curry. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires the three. The West grabs the miss. James has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And yes, it's good. 67 points for the professor.
Unwilling to... let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Barber. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Knocks it loose. Now Brown. Pass to Barber. Pass break. Here comes the West. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Trae Young, he's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for James. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Edwards. That one misses. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
Barber passes to Young. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Barber. The three. The West grabs the miss. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Got a piece of it. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
And so Curry will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 11-point game. Wembanyama, a screen on Young. And the professor picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. James checked in for the West. Here's Doncic. LeBron outside. Jokic sets the screen for James. Outside for Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Barber. Over Wembanyama. And it's Barber missing. And here is Doncic. Pass to Wembanyama. Curry on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Shoots it up. The West again cannot hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And that one's good, Barber.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The West trails by 14. Doncic outside. Jokic passes to Wembanyama.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the East. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Pass to Barber. Over Wembanyama. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Barber. From downtown. Wembanyama, no good. The East leading by 12. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 from the East.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
On its way from Curry for 2. The West again cannot hit. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The 3 ball. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Here's Barber. Over in the corner, Brown.
2 minutes.
Fades away. And that one's good, Barber. And the East leads by 14.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And it's LeBron James with the rebound. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by LeBron.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. .122 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell kicks to Brunson. Shoots the 3. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from Barber.
continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
NYC, baby. The stars are out. Say what's up to Spike. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.